Land, domestic air and domestic sea travel to and from Metro Manila shall be suspended beginning March 15, 2020.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 11th episode, 11th episode of Supreme TV Confessions of a Business Owner. My name is Janae Rabe, and of course, I am the founder and CEO of Aja Deliveries, a delivery concierge service, and your resident host here at Supreme TV. I am excited once again for another episode because every Wednesday night here in Supreme TV, we feature different businesses. So when we feature different businesses, we talk to the business owners. So we open up their hearts, we find out what it is to be a business owner, their heartaches, their struggles. Of course, we talk about their accomplishments, their highs and lows. This is where things get real. Our show is an avenue for business owners and, of course, even the aspiring business owners to exchange ideas and learn best practices and tips which you can apply to your businesses later on. So again, welcome to Supreme TV, Confessions of a Business Owner, where we like to keep things real so your business can be supreme. Tonight's confession statement is, paano nga ba manalo? So people always say that the early bird gets the worm. But what if there are multiple early birds? Who actually gets the worm? How about the sales process? Is it enough that you go through it and will you actually win right away? How about biddings? Have you experienced biddings? Will you actually win in a bidding? Or here's another one. What if you're new in the business and you have a product and they don't know yet if it's good or not? How early do you really have to be? So, there's a lot to talk about tonight, and I am excited because our guests will enlighten us with their own personal experiences about how to win in business. But before that, I shall present to you first the business hack for this week. And the business hacks portion is where we share to you some business core values, which of course you can apply to your business. And for tonight, I'd like to call on Christian Beret.
Hello, Janae. Hi, peace be with you again. Hello, thank you very much for having me here tonight. And thank you very much for allowing me to share some business hacks on how to have a successful sales closure. Or would like to discuss tonight is about the three obstacles to sales success. So let me start with this slide. Can I have the next slide, please? All right. So are you familiar with Wayne Gretzky? Sabi niya, according to Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Wayne Gretzky actually is one of the best hockey players in Canada. So let's put it in a perspective kasi medyo we don't play hockey in our country, probably basketball. I heard Michael Jordan also said this saying, you cannot win you cannot win a game if you don't shoot the ball. As easy as that. You won't be able to make that buzzer beating game winning shot if you don't take the shot. So basically, everybody has the opportunity that we have. We have the ball in our hands and we have to make a shot. Kailangan i-shoot natin yung bola. If we don't shoot the ball, definitely it is a missed shot or a missed opportunity. So let's see in my next slide, I'm going to discuss something. There are actually three mindsets that hold you back to make a sale. And what are these mindsets? These are mindsets na basically, ito yung mga nasa isip natin, yung mga pinapractice natin, and we were not able to close our sales because we have this kind of mindsets in our, well, in our minds. So let's see the first slide that we have. The first mindset, procrastination. Okay, procrastination, and I'm going to discuss about procrastination later. No, I'm just kidding. Para ako nagpo-procrastinate tuloy sa topic ko na yun, no? Later ko i-discuss. But actually, procrastination is the grave where opportunities are buried. Delaying opportunity impedes on your momentum. What is most important in a business process is yung momentum. Sometimes ganadong-ganado ka na, you are so excited and the clients are also excited, hindi mo ginawa yung proposal, hindi mo sinubmit. Kasi sabi mo, mamaya na, later na lang, I think I have other time to do that. So what happened? You're not able to close the sale. Kasi nga, procrastination, you're delaying things. So sayang naman, no? So that's one business mindset na nangyayari because you keep on delaying things, you're procrastinating, nagkakaroon ng delay sa momentum mo so that you will be able supposedly to close the business. Next slide. Let's see the next mindset. Perfectionism. This comes from the fear of failure. It goes hand in hand with procrastination. Sometimes we wanted things to be perfect. Kailangan pulido because ayaw natin mapahiya and everything. But there are situations wherein what we need to do is to immediately go with the flow, submit the proposal, make the deal, kahit na sometimes we learn along the process. I know some business people, hindi nila kabisado yung product nila or yung service, pero they know how to work around it so that when they are able to close the deal, sometimes doon pa nga sila natututo. So sometimes you don't need everything to be perfect as long as you get the momentum and you close the deal. Eventually, during the process, doon mo na siya matututunan. Yung iba nga, di ba, sinasabi nila, ang puhunan nila laway lang. Imagine, they haven't even perfected the system yet, pero they know, they have the idea, they have a brilliant mind, laway lang ang puhunan, and they're able to close the deal. So again, perfectionism is one thing that hinders us from closing our sales. And lastly, another mindset, over-analysis. Have you heard of the word analysis paralysis? It comes from the attempt to grasp the entire situation before taking the first steps. It's a fear of the unknown. You know, sometimes, just like swimming, you cannot learn how to swim just by reading books. You have to jump into the water. Kailangan matuto ka. Kailangan mong mabasa. So if you keep on analyzing things, ano mangyayari sa akin pag tumalon ako, malulunod ba ako, maginaw ba, or etc., nothing will happen to you. You keep on over-analyzing things to the point na nauubos na yung oras mo. So what's important is stop over-analyzing. So ito yung mga three mindsets, di ba? Procrastination, perfectionism, over-analyzing things. And because of these mindsets, it defeats the purpose of us closing sales. Okay, so let's see the final slides. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. So imagine, hindi mo alam kung ano yung nasa dulo, nandun sa taas. You just have to take the first step. According to a Chinese proverbs, it says, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So you have to take that step. You have to jump into the water. You don't need to procrastinate. Don't need to overanalyze. And don't need to be perfect. Just do it. Start working, start moving, start jumping, and start taking that first step. All right. And final slide. So basically, the final slide is a blank slide which says, thank you very much for that presentation.
That was really good. Wow. Christian, thank you so much. That right there, guys, will really push you forward. I love the last 2 points actually. That one really got to me because us business owners, we tend to be such perfectionists. We want everything to be perfect, right? Okay, I'm preparing a product. I want it to be really super, super perfect. Everything has to be perfect. But yes, perfectionism will really hold us back from getting our sales. So also, I really like what Christian said about overanalyzing. Taas kamay po ng mga nag-overanalyze. Present. So, kasama ako doon. So, let's not overanalyze, you know. We learn as we go. And I believe that you guys will be on to your next sale if you follow everything that Christian just shared. So now, let's go to the main highlight of our show. Let us be inspired by the wonderful business owners who have successfully managed their businesses even at the time of pandemic. So we have two guests, supposedly, but our other guest, Rick Scene, unfortunately, he was really prepared to be here tonight, but he has a business emergency, so he has to handle that. So I'm sure that everything will be fine in whatever Rick Scene is handling. So tonight we have the spotlight with only one guest. So I'm looking forward to pick on her brain and get so much information from her. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Erica Ann.
Hi, Janae. Hi, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, Erica. Go ahead, introduce yourself and your business.
Okay, hi, everyone. I'm Architect Erica An. I'm the Project Development Manager of Do All Metal. We supply architectural metalworks and structural steelworks.
Okay, so metal works. Okay, so our topic for tonight, all about how do we win? Paano nga ba manalo? How do we win accounts? How do we win projects? So, you know, you mentioned that your business is metal work. So I think it's a little bit unique. It's not something that, you know, I don't get to meet people in your industry every day. So it's a little bit unique. Maybe we should give you some time to explain to us further what kind of products or services you offer to your clients so that we can also understand what your sales process is, right? So Just as a heads up, Erica, a lot of business owners are watching this and they are looking forward to learn from your stories. So just be as casual and as candid as you can because we want to learn from your story. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. So basically, metal fabrication, we do not manufacture steel, but instead we fabricate products made out of steel. So for example, like yung mga mall, yung nakikita niyo sa mall railings, or yung
Mhm.
mga louvers, even we can do art pieces. So anything that is made out of metal, pwede natin gawin yun. As long as it requires, may mga bigay na technical drawings, ayan,
Right.
pwede siya gawin.
So, basta metal. So, yung mga nakikita natin na metal. Siyempre, naisip ko lang na metal, yung ano, mga nasa buildings lang talaga lahat. So, everything has to be in a building or not necessarily? You said something about art pieces?
Not necessarily na nasa building siya, pero most of the projects that we supply, mostly nasa building siya and sa mga real estate. So yung mga subdivision, ayan, nakikita rin yung mga sinusupply namin. Although we do also collaborate with artists na gusto nila ma-execute na metal yung
Bigla
artwork
akong
nila.
na-curious tuloy. So, for example, kung may makita ako na statwa along the, ano, di ba may uso yung mga ganun, kakaiba yung mga parang artwork along the street? Are those the kinds of metalworks that you can actually create?
Pwede naman Jene, but
Okay.
of course may limitation din siya as because wala kami yung molding ng pagme-metal, gano'n, wala kami no'n. So sinasabi naman namin if kaya siya or puwedeng ito, yeah,
Uh-huh.
puwede naman.
Okay. Okay, so metalworks. I wonder if any of our audience is in the same industry, metalworks. But so in metalworks, who are your big accounts or big customers? Pwede ba rin sabihin o
Ah,
bawal? Biglang ganun. Pwede ba sabihin? No, but I'm just setting up the stage so that our viewers can understand the kind of business that you have.
we are currently we are we have a business deal with MTC, Ayala Land
Okay.
Inc., and Fort Bonifacio Development
Okay.
Corp.
Okay, so like developers, so like
Residential.
big companies talaga. Okay. So I think to all our viewers, this episode is really different from all our other episodes because we're gonna see a different kind of sales process. It's not, I don't think everybody goes through the same thing. So can you tell us about how you okay, the sales process that happens in your kind of business, because what we're talking about is how do you win a project. Siguro mas magandang tanong, is it easy or hard to win a project in your kind of industry?
It's hard.
It's hard. Okay, how hard, like in a scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to win an account?
Of course, I think sa lahat 10 talaga, no? Kasi hindi mo alam parang yung mabe-brain dead ka in computing para ma-submit mo yung proposal. So hindi mo pa din alam, it will take weeks para malaman mo kung if you made it or not. Ganon.
Weeks? Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Are you saying that when you propose to a client, it takes you weeks to actually find out whether it's a yes or a no?
Yes.
Yes.
Kaya
Okay. What kind of process is this? Kasi ako yung mga clients ko, after a while, di ba, malalaman mo na kung bet ka nila o hindi, di ba? I guess service industry kasi ako. So what kind of process do you actually go through that it takes you weeks in order for you to find out if you have a shot at it or not?
kasi Janae, Dual Metal participates in bidding system ng mga general contractor. So,
Okay,
ang
bidding.
target market namin is yung mga, kung meron man kaming kalaban or kasama para mag-propose, gusto
Mhm.
namin apple to apple yung labanan namin. So,
Okay.
like, si GenCon yung magbibigay ng design, tas kami alam namin pare-pareho kami kukumpyutin, pareho kami ng mga bakal na gagamitin. So, yun yung isa sa, kumbaga yun yung starters.
Mhm.
So, magmi-meet muna kami. So, yun yung pre-bid. Mag-uusap kami. Tama ba? Ito ba yung tanong mo? Mag-uusap
Yes,
kami.
yes.
Okay, yun yung papatawag niya kami. Okay, yung mga accredited, we're inviting you to a pre-bid. Yeah, for this project. So, pupunta kami lahat doon. So, makikita namin, okay, parang kami-kami pa rin. So, let's say we are
Okay,
6.
wait. When you say kami-kami pa rin, how many are these? Kasi pag sinabi mong bidding, ibig sabihin, nakikipaglaban ka, di ba? To get the spot. Di ba? Parang
Yes.
mga manliligaw lang yun, di ba? Yes. So, ang daming lumalaban, nakapila. So, ilan kayo normally na nagde-bid in order to win an account?
Depende sa lugar. Kasi bawat, 'di ba, maraming project. So, meron nandun lang sa probinsya talaga yung company na yon.
Okay.
Tas hindi kaya makapag-supply sa Manila, so hanggang dun lang sila. Meron namang taga Manila, hindi nila kaya, so hanggang Manila lang sila. So,
Okay.
I think mga ranges 6 to 10 siguro.
6
Pwede.
to 10. Okay, 6 to 10. Okay, guys, listen to this. 6 to 10. Okay, so 6 to 10 people are bidding for one project. And what do you have to go through in order to have a chance at this? Ano ba to? Is it like everybody can bid? What are you, do you need a special pass in order to go through it?
Depende din Depende sa contractor yon. Kasi syempre si GenCon, gusto niya reliable. Una, itetest niya yung credibility ni Subcon. Tapos
Okay.
kung reliable ba to, yun yung mga iilan sa bagay, capable ba to na mag-supply talaga sa amin. So,
Mhm.
tingnan. So usually, sa case namin, ang usual na nangyayari, they will require a lot of documents supporting that you are capable to sustain your company or the project kahit
Okay.
marami kang na-handle pa iba. So in
Ah,
short, you have to justify your company.
kailangan mong para talaga ng pagpapatunay ng iyong estado sa buhay kung kakayanin mo talaga. Okay, so
Pwede ka.
I'm just trying to imagine. So like 6 to 10 suppliers are, I don't want to use the word fighting, but basically you're all, vying for
Try
that
to win.
position, for that slot. And so do you feel that generally speaking, all of these businesses are also as qualified as you, like equally qualified as your company?
Of course, I think so.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So with that, um, how do you actually win? Okay, wait. Before you actually answer if you've actually won accounts, kasi na-imagine ko lang di ba? You have to go, and because these are metal works, hindi to maliit na halaga. I mean, I'm making an assumption here. It's not a small amount. So it's not a small amount that you're preparing, and then, of course, papakita mo na you're reliable, you're capable, ganyan. Saan ka natatalo? Sige, let's ask that. Possibly, saan ka kaya natatalo? I'm sure you've lost projects and you've won some. We'll talk about the winning later, but let's talk about the accounts that you lost. Palagay mo, ano yung mga reasons why you lost some of the accounts?
Nagbababa talaga ng presyo yung kalaban Kaya,
Nagbababa, as in like, bagsak presyo.
minsan below the belt na.
Really? Okay, do you think that they can still earn money out of the pricing that they do? Or do you think maybe it's just their strategy so they can get their foot in the door?
I can't, I think I can't, I
You
can't
can
say
answer for them.
on behalf of them.
Yeah. Or maybe some of them, is it possible that they make a mistake in their computations?
Pwede. May nangyari ng gano'n.
Meron na.
Oo.
Nagkamali na.
Merong isang project nag-participate kami, we were invited to bid. So, ano na lang natin, medyo i-retrify natin konti yung story, no? Para hindi naman, baka kasi mamaya nanonood pala eh. So,
Okay,
so,
okay.
so sabihin natin, may 4 towers for bidding yung project.
Okay.
So sabihin ni Jen, okay, we're inviting you to come to the pre-bid meeting so that we'll be discuss the 4 tower project condominium. Ayan. So, syempre, so ayan na, nandun na kami. Let's say, 8 kami. No, 8 kami na naimbitahan. So, diniscuss na ni Jancon, okay, ito yung mga details, ito yung mga for quotation. So, in 2 weeks, mag-query tayo, ganyan-ganyan. So, nag-agree naman, everyone agreed. Then, nung nag-submit na ng mga requirements, yun yung first screening talaga nila eh, yung requirements. Kung okay, capable ba to si company A, capable ba to si company B, okay, si C parang hindi, so tanggalin si C, hindi qualified, si E parang hindi, so, sabihin natin si F, so tatlo na lang
Okay.
yung qualified. So, okay, ito yung mga drawings. Please compute. Okay.
Please
So, and then
compute.
submit. So, please compute and submit a formal proposal in 2 to 3 weeks. Sabihin natin, sige, 3 weeks yon. So, nag-submit na lahat nung pagdating ng week 3. And then, after a few weeks, mga 2 weeks yon, yun nga, wala kami narinig. So, ibig sabihin parang natalo kami, narinig na lang namin sa site na, okay, nanalo pala si company B. Si
Okay.
company B. And then, nanalo siya. Tapos, marinig-rinig namin on the other, syempre, na-invite din kasi kami, hindi lang naman yun yung project nung Genco na yun, na-invite kami sa iba. So, naririnig-rinig din namin yung mga chismis-chismis na nanalo si ganito, si company B. So, kami, magkano yung sinubmit nun? 'Di ba? Parang pareho pala si company A at si company F. So, nung nalaman si company B na ito yung price, 15 million, 20 million for the 4 towers. Parang si company A tsaka kami, si company F, parang isang tower lang yun eh.
So, nagkamali siya ng computation. So, like, what was supposed to be for 1 tower was now equivalent to 4 towers. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
So ngayon kami, paano yun? So kinausap namin din yung company na yun. Ayun nga, sabi nga niya, naiiyak siya talaga na mali. Kasi yung nasubmit niya for bidding is just for 1 tower.
Okay. Okay. So,
Imagine nun, ano talaga, parang iyak talaga siya nun, Jane. Umiiyak talaga siya nun. Kasi
oh
parang,
my God.
si Gencon, wala magagawa, parang, yun yung sinubmit
So,
eh, of
paano na
course.
yan? So, hindi na niya yung mapagpapatuloy. I mean, we're talking millions here from 20
Wala.
million times 4 towers. That's how much? 80 million versus 20. Okay.
Naban siya nun.
Okay.
Naban siya. Kasi, nag-forfeit siya. Sabi niya, hindi niya kaya. So,
Okay.
naban siya.
Okay, so I guess there's a lesson there, no? You really have to stick to your guns. Paano kung nalaman mo na ganun price, tapos you just said, oh sige, tapatan natin. Di ba may ganun, di ba? Price matching, ganyan. Baka may price matching ka, yung pala mali din pala yung computation nung pina-price match mo. Right? Okay, so now let's talk about the other side of the coin. So we know that it's hard to actually win a project in your type of business. You go through the process, the bidding, it takes weeks. There's a lot of back and forth. So with all the hardships of getting a sale, how do you actually get one? I'm assuming you've been awarded projects with an S.
Yes.
Yes naman. Wait a minute. Shout out muna natin. How many years na nga in the business ang Do All Metal?
We're going 35 years
Woo!
this coming July 8.
Yes.
Mas matanda pa sa akin.
35 years. Wow. Okay. So for sure you've won account. So tell us, with all the hardships, how? What do you do?
Of course, Janae, we win some, we lose some. So yung mga natatalo namin, we try to look at it in a positive way and learn from it, no? So we recalculate kung ano yung pwedeng ma-recalculate so that on the next one, we might have a better chance of winning the bid. Ganun lang siya. Parang kumbaga, it's also just one of the obstacles that we face kapag we're trying to win something over to have a better life, 'di ba? Parang ganun lang siya. So, we always take it whenever we lose na, nanalo si ano ganyan eh. So kami, titingnan naman namin siya not yung sinasabi nga ni Chris kanina na don't overanalyze. So yan, hindi namin siya masyadong tititigan. Instead, ano lang, yung light lang. Okay, tingnan natin kung saan tayo pwedeng mag-recalculate next time. Yun, ganun lang siya.
Okay. So, kumbaga, parang, because are you saying that the main factor really for this kinds of bidding is price?
Yes. Pababaan
Yes.
ng price.
Okay.
So,
Grabe, no?
pagkatapos,
Parang kayong mga magikero. Kasi kung ganito talaga yung costing nyo, tapos now you have to find a creative way to reproduce the item that will still be quality, but find a way that it will be lesser in cost. Paano yun? Magic?
oo, mahirap din yun. Kami naman, hindi naman kami mataas magpresyo eh. Kumbaga, syempre, yung mga matagal na rin kasi kami sa GenCon na tinatrabahuhan namin. So, we treat them as a business partner. We're in, tulong lang talaga.
Right. Yeah.
Wag dapat magpresyo ng mataas.
Right.
So,
Okay.
minsan, natatalo pa rin. Kahit gano'n.
Kahit na maganda na yung pricing mo, hindi pa natatalo pa din, di ba? Okay. So, to all our viewers right now, Erica made a really good point here, no? Like that we should treat our clients like business partners. You know, like as na parang collaborative din yung efforts to find solutions to whatever it is that they're, you know, even though supplier ka providing, they're paying you to do it, pero there's this certain kind of relationship that goes beyond just, eto binayaran kita, gawin mo yan. Right? So,
Yes.
I mean, do you get a chance to actually brainstorm with your clients also and talk about like suggestions or, you know, different approaches? Or medyo ano sila, eto ang gusto namin, eto na yon, wala na kayong magagawa?
May mga times na nag-submit sila ng drawing and then syempre i-redrawing namin yun because accordingly sa design namin, no? Then we will submit it for their approval. So minsan kapag hindi nila maintindihan or bakit ganun yung design namin, they want someone to justify it. So they will call us, then we will send somebody or someone from our technical team to talk to them face to face noon during that time, no? So ayun, sasabihin na nila, ito kasi yung design namin, bakit ganito yung pinopropose nyo. So kami naman, we will try to justify it until it will funnel down to the better way of executing their design. Ganun lang.
Okay. So parang then you explain and then they also come back to you, and so now it becomes a collaborative effort, no? So
yes, yun yung isang scenario. Meron ding scenario kapag katulad nito nung mag-o-open na yung isang mall na ginawa namin. So lahat talaga paspasan, lahat ng subcon, walang tulog, lahat ng team sa GenCon walang tulog. So kami nandun lahat nung project management team. So panay walkthrough talaga. Lahat sobrang laki ng mall na yun, lahat iniikutan. So sasabihin nila parang ito kulang pa. Pwede pa bang habulin yan? Syempre ikaw mag-ano ka na as a business partner nga. We highly encourage our project management team na sige sir, ano ba, papagawa ko na, papahabol ko na yan sa production para makahabol. Usually 5 araw na lang yung Yung
Last
walang
5 days.
tulugan talaga. Last 5 days before the grand opening of the mall. Ganun siya. So, kami, sa production din, sa office, magiging busy din kami kasi kailangan namin habulin yun para ma-impress si owner kay
Mhm.
GenCon. So, ganun lang. Collaborative work talaga. Yung
Wow.
kailangan.
And that's more business for you. Right? That's more business for you. Medyo rush nga lang.
Oo. Kahit kumbaga, we work now, you can pay later. Parang gano'n.
Oo. Diba?
Oo.
Wow, I can just imagine na you have to have a very, parang kailangan mahabang-mahaba yung pasensya mo sa payment schedules nila. I could just imagine.
Oo.
Kasi ako pa nga, service business lang ako. Maliit na bagay lang. Parang sa akin, ang tagal na ng 30 days. Masyado na matagal sa akin yung 30 days, di ba?
Minsan naiisip ko, Janay, baka kaya tinitingnan din nila na capable ba to para mamaya na sila na magbayad. Parang gano'n. Okay, well, ano naman. Oo, kailangan, syempre, you have to earn their trust. I think this is one of the many ways to earn their trust na, sige sir, kami, naman, kailangan papakita mo na maasahan kayo.
Yeah.
Diba? Sige, basta, ma-impress natin si boss. So, important thing din yun.
Diba? Ang ganda. Guys, this is so nice. So, like, I guess depending on how far you can go, diba? Within your capacity naman, yung mga viewers natin dyan. Baka naman hindi na kaya ng tawag na doon, PC, okay? Wag naman isagarin. But if there is naman, I mean, for dual metal, they've been in the business for a long time, right? 35 years. So they're more established. But I think the point that Eric is saying here is when you build that relationship with your client, then you show that you are reliable and that you impress them with your work. Then, long-term relationship ang pinag-uusapan. Long-term relationship, para nga naman, next time, maalala ka na nila.
Oo.
Ang question, naaalala ka ba nila after? Baka naman.
Kaya siguro tumatagal din yung business, Janay.
Oh, yes.
Bumabalik
din sila. Yeah, kasi, every good deed really comes back to us. Maybe not directly, diba? But in other ways. Right? So, I know we're already in the winning portion, like how you actually win the clients, but I just want to go back one step. I'm so curious to find out. I never asked you this, but I wanna put you on the spot. What is the biggest account you've lost? And how did you overcome it? I think done. I wanna find out what is the biggest account. Yung napili mo na parang, shucks, na sana natin yon, gano'n. Parang that's good for how many months of income and we didn't win. Like, was there ever a big account that you felt that kasi I'm sure you're fully capable. And like you said, all these people who bid, they go through sa butas ng karayom. So, imposible hindi sila qualified, right? So, it's just a matter of either price or personal preference nung nag-approve, right? So, was there ever a time that you felt so disappointed that you lost an account?
Disappointed? Hindi naman.
Okay.
Sa tingin ko hindi naman. Pero, syempre, pa lang naman ang mas matagal talaga sa business is yung parents ko talaga eh. Pero nakikita ko, of course, may nadidisappoint din sila. I think it was around, siguro mga 40M din yata yon yung hindi nila nakuha. Okay. Or if we are going to estimate it, kasi, yun hindi lang yun, kunwari makuha mo tong account na to, sabihin natin yung scope na yun, in the long run kasi ng project, may dumadating na additional which is dun lumalaki yung, kunwari kung 40 yun, pwedeng lumaki into 100 kasi yun in the long run. So, yun. Well, to speak of it, lahat ng syempre natatalo, somehow, nakakahinayang. Kasi alam natin, there are a lot of doors na pwedeng ma-open.
Ma-open with that one account or project. Marami pang iba. Okay, so Grabe, no? I feel so, I want to rub elbows with, Erica. Di ba sabi nila, if you want to earn millions, be around people who earn millions. Okay? So, let's rub elbow with the millionaires. So, my question is, how did you overcome that? Or I guess you were referring to your parents because it's a family business, right? So, how did you see your parents overcome that? Like, rise above that? I'm sure nakita mo sila, ewan ko, umiyak ba sila, nalungkot sila, naglugmok ng konti, mga tipong, walang
Yeah.
kausapin, close the door.
Um, ang unang-unang ginawa is nag-recalibrate, Jenny. So, nag-invest lalo sa mga machines. Yan, isa yun sa technology talaga. Mas nag-train ng tao. Then, nag we see to it sa costing namin or sa estimates on how we estimate proposals. Tinignan namin isa-isa on how we can, kumbaga, paano namin mapapababa pero kikita din kami. Parang ganun. Without, of course, compromising the quality and yung technical na requirements ng GenCon. So, doon kami na naging okay. No? Nung we started seeing innovation such as yung fabrication technology, yan, really invested on that.
Galing. So, in your family, sino yung magaling mag-research sa mga ganyan? Kasi ibig sabihin, ni-research nyo pa yun na, okay, what can we do? What are the new innovations that we can have? What are the machines that we should have so that we can, create better costings? So, sino yung magaling mag-research dyan?
Actually, tulong-tulong kami. Nung buhay pa ang mommy, talagang kanya-kanya strategy kami. Mostly sa technology, it's my dad and my sister. Because my dad is a mechanical engineer. So, siya yung talagang, paano kaya natin to gagawin? Or pwedeng gumagawa din ng machine kami para mas mapabilis tsaka mapamura yung project. Ganun
Right.
kasi, like, invest na bibili ka pa ng machine, gawin na lang natin. So,
Kung kaya
ginagawa
naman.
namin yan. Yes. Kaya napapabilis tsaka napapamura. Pwedeng ganun. Maraming factors sa ganun. Kami naman ng mom ko, strategy sa ano yung next step ng company. Kumbaga, product or project development nga. Ano yung pwedeng nangyari susunod. Tsaka sa mga clients. Yan. So, parang, kami, talaga kami na iba-iba yung focus.
Yes. Okay, so to our viewers who have family businesses, this is a very good example how teamwork will actually make the dream work. Okay, so I love the word that you said here, Erica. You said recalibrate. I think that could be our word for this episode, like recalibrate. We just have to learn how to recalibrate. Kasi, di ba yung recalibrate is parang hindi ka lang basta magbabago eh. Parang may ina-adjust ka, adjust ka na konti, check mo kung okay. Parang, di ba, yung temperature, di ba? Adjust mo na konti, okay ba yun? O, hindi, adjust mo pa na konti. Ganun. Parang, it's like a learning process. Parang,
Yes.
we try and see, trial and error. I think that's the word for it. Trial and error until you get to the right combination. So, amazing. So, now, Erica, would you be willing to share your best practices to all our viewers, so that anything in your business experience that would help business owners, okay, get more business and really win the account? Any of your best practices that you'd like to share?
Firstly, I think it's all about earning their trust, no? So, it's not just about the paper, yung mapapakita mo. Of course, nandun yun eh. Lahat naman, kami sa bidding system, sinasabi ko nga, lahat kami nagsasubmit according sa requirements nila. And nakikita nila na, capable naman. Pero, hindi lang yun eh. Hindi lang on papers. They also see on how you act towards them, or how your attitude is towards
How you treat them, how you treat the person.
Yes. So, isa yun sa, I think, malaking bagay. It's building the relationship with them. Not just, kumbaga, not just na tinitignan mo siya as a client, kundi as a human, 'di ba? Hindi naman overly na you will cross the line and get really, really personal,
Mhm.
hindi naman yun, and have a something relationship with them, not really that, kundi to have a human relationship with them. Kumbaga,
Mhm.
the empathy is there. Kumbaga, yung mga ganon.
Mhm.
Secondly, uh, if you stumble upon something that is hard, don't take it so hard. Just rise up from the fall, and tingnan mo lang kung ano pa yung magagawa mo para hindi ka na ulit madapa ulit.
Okay. In Tagalog, wag nyo masyadong dibdibin.
Huwag dibdibin.
Masyado? Masyado, konti lang. Mga 30
Ah,
minutes lang.
then, kung may nagbukas na pinto, pumasok ka na.
Okay.
Kasi, for sure, along the way, marami kang makikita na pinto pa. And kasi sa tagal ng business namin, katulad ng sinasabi ko, we always seek to recalibrate what we have right now. So it is a lifelong learning. Hindi lang siya huminto na, okay, ito yung standard yan lang yung gagawin natin. Hindi ganoon. No,
Mhm.
you have to open your mind and yourself towards a lot of learnings, kasi ang buhay hindi humihinto kapag gumigising ka pa sa umaga. So,
Yes! Hanggang gumigising ka pa sa umaga, hindi pa humihinto ang buhay. Okay, we have some really good questions here. Okay, one is from Kathleen HW. What is the biggest lesson you learned along the way with the business bidding? So I guess yung process, I guess the question refers to dahil sa bidding process, ano yung lesson that you learned in the bidding process?
okay. I think it's don't be afraid to speak up kapag kausap mo na yung GenCon. Kasi most of the time, they are not always right.
Yeah.
Yun
Yes.
yun. Sometimes mali rin sila, may kulang din sila. So, we have to speak up. Kasi, syempre
Mhm.
bidding kayo Nasa bidding kayo, so may mga kalaban ka. So, what if
Yes.
sinabi na sa'yo, design us a stair railing. Tapos walang design. Syempre sa bakal, iba-iba yon. Paano pag
Yes.
iba yung kapal na gagamitin namin, iba yung laki na gagamitin namin sa laki na gagamitin ng kabila. So,
Yeah.
magkaiba ng presyo na yon. So,
Yes.
mas crucial yung bidding system nun. Hindi lang sa part namin, kundi sa part din ng iba. Mangangarag
Mhm.
din sila. So,
Mhm.
whenever you see, pagka pre-bid meeting, check mo na kagad yung kung meron silang details para ma-raise up mo na parang dito po magkakalabo-labo kami.
Mhm. Mhm.
Pag iba yung design niya sa design ko, pag ganun,
Yes.
kailangan standard tayo para apple to apple yung competition. Yun yung
Yan. Okay. Ang ganda no? Kasi sa Pilipino, kadalasan yung parang wag na lang, shut up na lang, di ba? So, dapat, you have to be bold and ask the question. Yeah. Because, I heard somewhere, when you ask specific questions, you get specific answers.
Yes.
Okay? So, we gotta ask the questions. All right. We have one more question here. It says, how do you handle the pressure of sustaining the business as second generation business owners? Wow. I think this calls for a separate episode, but yes, you can answer this shortly. Maraming hugot dito kasi ako din second generation, din ako. What's your answer?
Pressure, kasi hindi ko tinitake as pressure, kundi I think dinadivert ko na lang yung kung sakali I felt na syempre hindi mo maiwasan na ma-feel na paano nga ba kung kami na talaga, wala na sila, 'di ba? So, instead of dwelling into that kind of thought, I do my best na to spend more time with my parents,
Mhm.
with the founders so that I could learn what they
More.
have what they have took what path they have taken
Right.
to get to where they are so that
Yeah.
it could contribute to my life as well.
Right. That's so good. That's so good. So like the wisdom, 'di ba? Wisdom talaga. Their wisdom hindi mo yun hindi mo yun mapupulot lang kung saan-saan. You really have to spend time with them. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Miss Karen said, oh, sorry to preempt, advance mag-isip. Yes, we are gonna have a separate episode for that, guys. Calling out all the members who are second generation business owners. We will have an episode for that one. Okay, so we have a few more questions. Okay, here. From Kathleen, follow-up question. Was there any instance na hindi okay yung kausap mong Gen Con? And how did you solve the problem? So I'm thinking maybe Miss Kathleen is also in the construction industry. So what's your answer to this one?
Hi, Kathleen. Yes, of course, meron kaming na-encounter na hindi talaga okay na kausap. Minsan nagwo-walk out, minsan maninigaw talaga kahit parang siguro dala na rin ng pressure nila in the site, no? So,
Mm.
what we do, of course, we still hinarap pa rin namin yun ng poker face and still being professional. How did we solve the problem? Kinausap siya ng mahinahon na, "Sir, ano pa bang problema? Kasi kami, we're, we're here to settle the problem, to talk about the problem. Kasi pareho lang naman natin na gusto maging maayos yung trabaho."
Yeah.
So, ganun yung sinasabi namin.
Yes.
Inano namin, gusto namin ma-address yung kung ano yung concern niya. Yun muna.
Yes. Yeah. That will go a long way. Yeah, we have so many questions for you, Miss Erica. Tonight's your night. Okay. What do you think is your edge with your competitors? Yes.
We never settle. So, kumbaga, meron man kami nung innovation, mag-iisip pa ulit kami kung ano pwede pang gawin. Yung mga
Ah,
parang
always growing. So parang hinahabol ka ng competitor mo, ikaw maangat ka din. So habol lang sila ng habol. Ganon.
kasi I think sa lahat ng industry, Janay, ganun talaga. Dapat hindi ka mag-settle. Kailangan maging trendy ka. Kasi
Yes.
syempre, sa construction industry, meron ding trend na tinatawag.
Mm-mm. Yes.
Kailangan update ka din doon.
Yes. Okay, wow. I have one more set of questions for you, and we only have 10 minutes of the show. So I do know, Erica, that you are part of a business networking organization. So can you tell us, it's being part of a networking organization, considering that your industry is the metal industry, is it helpful? If yes, how?
It is very helpful because it just, I think, it opened a door for us na mag-isip pa na, baka pwedeng hindi lang sa construction industry yung maging forte namin. Baka pwedeng meron pang iba. You know, yung ganun. Kasi syempre, with the group, parang iba-iba kasi yung mga tao mag-isip eh. So, ano siya, na-tickle yung mind mo na, pwede nga, no? Pwede na rin namin gawin yun. So, malaking tulong siya, not just personally, no? But also sa career development namin.
Mm-hmm. So, would you be willing to share some of the innovations that you have, or is may batong proprietary hindi pwede i-share? Like bigyan mo lang kami ng something na kakaiba na that's not normal or not the usual metal works na you've come up na pwede pala natin itong gawin.
Kasi nung pagpasok ko sa organization na to, well, mostly talaga miscellaneous metals kami. So when I was introduced in this organization, pwede rin pala kami pang interior. So may iba palang gamit din yung machine namin, mas more on, pwede pa pala namin matouch yung interior, hindi lang architectural.
Oh, so parang pieces inside the interior na decorative ang peg, is pwede nyo na ding magawa. Ma-fabricate.
Because it opened doors to meet people.
Yeah. O, diba? Guys, that's why hindi po tayo dapat magpakulong. Yeah? Then it shouldn't be just in one box. We need to keep going and keep moving. Talk to people. Kasi nga naman, we will get a lot of ideas. Diba? Something that one person will say will spark another idea and then voila, you have something new.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay. So we're down to the last few minutes of our show. Now, of course, to all our viewers, please follow our Facebook account and of course our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you are interested to meet more supportive and positive business owners just like Miss Erica, and of course if you also want to receive business referrals and grow your business, you may visit us every Wednesday morning through a Zoom meeting. So you just send us a message on our Facebook or in our social pages and yeah, we'll send you an invitation. Okay, so Erica, every show we put our guests on the spot. So now it's your turn to be put on the spot. Are you ready?
Kala ko kanina pa ako on the spot.
No, well, yes, you've been on the spot the whole time, but this time it's a little bit more personal, okay? Because just like what we say, it's confessions of a business owner. So we really want to get to know the business owners inside out. So, okay, are you ready? This is what we call fast talk. Okay? This is what we call fast talk. So please give your options. Okay, I'll give you two options. You tell me which one is your choice. Okay, ready? First
Okay.
option: coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Wow, pareho tayo. Okay, morning or evening?
Morning.
Morning. Okay. To be beautiful or to be smart?
To be smart.
To be smart. Guwapo pero di masyado matalino o matalino pero hindi masyadong guwapo? Ano ba?
So, matalino kahit hindi masyadong gwapo.
Ah, okay. Career or love life?
Naku.
Para sa akin yung tanong na yun. Career or love life?
Both.
Both. Okay. She doesn't want to settle. Okay. Both. Yakap o halik?
Yakap.
Yakap. Wow. Korea or Philippines?
Philippines.
Philippines. Mahal mo or mahal ka? Hindi po kami magre-reveal ng love life ni Erica tonight. Wala pong ganung magaganap. Pero pakisagot po ang tanong, mahal mo or mahal ka?
Paano, Jenny, kung mahal ako tsaka mahal ko siya?
Yes! Naghahanapan talaga ng ano, isa lang yung sagot eh, mahal mo. Okay. Sige. Ipapalusutin na natin yan. Okay. Last question. Lights on or lights off?
Lights off.
Lights off. Okay. All right. So, wow, may countdown si Miss Karen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ano yung countdown niya? Okay. So, again, to everyone, my name is Janae Rabbit. This has been Supreme TV, where, of course, we like to keep things real so that your business can be supreme. All right. So BNI Supreme TV, please subscribe to our channel and watch all our past episodes. Thank you so much, Erica, for being part of our show tonight. I hope you enjoyed and say bye to our viewers as well.
Thanks. Bye. Bye.